Hi, everybody. Hey, it's April 16th, and I'm sure you're keeping up on all this. While you're watching these things happen in Boston, remember to watch other things as well. This gold, dropping down, that's just one thing that you need to be aware of. So, these distractions, they can pull off a lot of other incidents of different types, both in the economy, on passing laws, executive orders. I mean, there's just tons of things. So just keep your eyes open everywhere. Don't get focused just on one front. Okay. I wanted to mention a little bit about what I'm finding out here. I do a little thing called a decision matrix and put stuff together, times, dates, incidents, things like that. And let me just tell you this much, okay? The bombs were not typical Al-Qaeda. I think that's coming out now. The type of explosions that I was analyzing yesterday, I knew yesterday that they weren't Al-Qaeda type, and I sent that information via email to some specific people who I felt I needed to let know about that. I didn't put it on YouTube yet, but I am now. And of course, you probably already know that by now, that they aren't typical Al-Qaeda or even lone jihadist type of devices. So I'll just leave that at that. The other thing is, although the timing is important, of course. That's an issue. But what I really want to tell you about here is this thing about false flags. There are basically three different types. Think about a sin of commission, all right, and a sin of omission. False flags can take on different perspectives. A sin of commission, actual agents do the job for the governmental entity. Then you have a provocateur situation where they get somebody else to do the job, either a patsy or because they don't tell them that it's not a drill, that it's the real thing. They put them into it as if it's a drill, and they change it, of course, with live munitions or whatever. And then there's the false flag of omission. And what do I mean by that? Well, that's the third type, and what it involves is that the government knows that something's going to happen, and it doesn't do anything to stop it for whatever reason. Okay? And so there are three different types, and no matter what this turns out to be, whatever type, and it's going to be one of those three, okay, one way or another, I think what we're going to find is that they're going to use it the same way. Some people are saying, well, depending on how they use it will tell you if it's a false flag or not. No. Remember, Rahm Emanuel said, as I've said in some of my responses, don't let any good crisis go to waste. So I think we're going to see something come out of this. And yes, I do, or I would keep my head down and be watching the horizon and my ear to the ground, because more stuff like this, I'm certain, is